I only talk to God when I need a favor. And I only pray when I ain't got a prayer. So who the hell am I? Who the hell am I to expect a savior?
That's right, Danny.
If I only talk to God when I need a favor.
But
God, I need a favor. I know
a lot of people like that.
but I ain't been living them words.
He prays to a jelly roll every once in a while.
Well, I got to tell you, like, I hate this. I always said Jelly Roll was a dog whistle for stupid, but I love his voice and I love his story.
See, I don't know much about him. I heard this song. That's where I found out about him.
Yeah,
and I'm like, he's just like a fatter Post Malone.
Well, but he was a rapper, and he's
tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
He was in jail for a long time.
Yeah, he was in jail.
His wife is a stripper named Bunny.
How do you know all this?
You know, I know some things.
The important things apparently in life.
Chick Street People magazine.
I mean, I follow him, and so I looked into some of his stuff. He did Guitars and Stars last year, and he talks about where he came from and everything.
Ah.
But, yeah. Then at the at Greg's house, Greg said that this was one of his favorite concerts he went to.
Jelly Roll or Post Malone?
Post Malone was.
No,
He said both.
He went to Jelly Roll too?
Yeah, he went to Jelly Roll, and he said
Greg
it
Connor's
was like
Mr. Man about town. He does
know.
everything.
Well, they were all
He's like a
Darien Lake
Rockefeller.
shows.
Yeah.
There was.
Do you have season tickets?
Yes.
No, he
He's
was
like a Rockefeller.
sponsor.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Sorry, I didn't read Greg's novel yet.
Well, could you get on it?
I got to pay better
He
attention.
sponsors the tattoo on his left cheek.
That would be funny if...
CNF.
Yeah, have a Connor's Ferris tattoo.
All right, here's a question. With the weather getting potentially bad, especially in Buffalo, what is your advice for driving in the snow? Danny, go first. What's your advice for driving?
Slow and easy.
Slow and easy.
Make my wife drive. Sit back and relax and clench my butt cheeks.
Laura,
together.
you got one? What's your advice for driving in the snow?
Snow tires.
Okay, yeah.
Well, don't most people around here, though, have tires that are all year tires?
No. I mean,
I'll
I
tell you
think
what.
should,
I have all seasons.
but-
I'm a big guy on tires. I every once in a while I don't know why they jump out to me, tires, when I'm walking through a parking lot, let's say Wegmans, and I will see I'll spot the low tread, the ball, the whatever, and there's a lot. I think people I don't think they think enough. I was going to say underthink, but they don't think enough about tires.
Oh, yeah.
Because even your gas mileage and everything can be affected by that. But underinflated tires, to me, is one of the biggest problems
Our
on the
buddy's
roadways.
Wrangler, she's got new tires on it, and the thing went up like 2 inches with tread
Yeah.
on it now. It's
Yeah.
bald.
Yeah.
Thing's
Well,
2 inches
tires
higher
are
now.
expensive. So
Oh.
if they pass inspection, and you can be like, oh, I have one more year until I have to spend
Right.
$800 on a set of tires. So
Yeah, it is. It's you're right. Anywhere from 800
Yeah.
to
You know,
1,000.
some people do. They'll
1,200.
remove 3 of the tires and keep a 4th one on there just to keep the price down, and then eventually replace the 4th one.
Really, Danny? Is that what you do?
No, I've never done that.
He keeps 3 bad ones on and replaces one at a time.
Buddy, there was a point in my life when I was going to junkyards and buying tires that were the same size, and none of them matched, and I'd be rolling down the road, but I had treads.
They see me
I had
rolling.
tread. I had treads, buddy. Thanks to somebody's wreck. It was kind of like,
Why does one of them have white walls?
Well, some did, some didn't. I'm not
What
kidding.
does say Kia Boys on it?
It's kind of like
a
getting
Goodyear, a Michelin.
a recycled heart. Yeah, as long as they were, I think it was like R64 218, something like that. No, R18 264. I forget the number in my head, but I would go to the junkyard and buy just tires off wrecks for $10. $10 for a tire.
7 if you do it yourself.
Bill's like an ambulance chaser for tires.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna use those?
Come on.
Those back twos are still good.
I think I was probably about 19 or 20 years old at the time, and I was definitely doing that.
It's like somebody hitting a deer on the side of the road. Hey, can I take that deer?
But that's when I realized how important tires are, and in terms of if you have all new tires, doesn't it ride so much smoother?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
better gas mileage.
Spent more on beer than he did on tires.
But yes, I did. You need to put
During his little bad blue
just
period.
need to make sure that as the weather changes, you keep an eye on the tire pressure. because then they go soft to say get flats. This is why you're riding on the walls. You're not realizing it, and it's I think one of the leading cause of accidents is underinflated tires. But that's just my thinking on that. So I would say my advice would be check your tires, dopes.
I'm Bill Moran for AAA.
That's right. I'm Bill Moran for AAA. That's very right. Your wife is trying to sell. Buy.
No, my wife has a cousin on Facebook who said she was trying to sell 4 tickets for $200 each.
Okay, so your wife's cousin goes on Facebook and puts this out. I have tickets for sale for the Bills-Steelers game.
So she announces this to me in the living room before yesterday's podcast, before I left for the podcast. I said, well, see if she wants to sell them.
Now, if you were to respond to this, what is the proper way to do it? Do you private message the person? If it is your cousin, do you call or text? What do you do?
I private message. My wife didn't do that.
What did she do? She commented in there.
Yes.
Okay.
And she was like third person to comment.
Yeah.
After this, my wife gets private messages from other people offering the same offer for tickets. I have 4 tickets in row 3 for $100 each. Now, I know for a fact that, and she knew immediately that it was BS. But the fact is, you got like these scam artists who are like, it's got to be bots or something. Like or some program saw it and then just like vultures asked my wife if she wanted to buy 4 tickets for $100 a piece. Which, by the way, you'd never get those in Buffalo.
But hang on a second now. If the weather's going to be shit,
still not going to get it.
You don't think
you don't get down to 100 till about 10 after 1.
Yeah.
If the weather's shit and you're down right there, the wind comes whipping in your face. Didn't we sat where for the Monday night game?
We sat
125? 25 rows up?
About the 20-yard line, 20 yards. It's fantastic.
It was great. They were great seats.
Great, yeah.
And the weather wasn't that bad.
Was it Peskin and
yes.
Yeah, those people. Great people.
If the weather gets shitty though on Sunday, you might be able to pick up tickets cheaper. If it starts out early shitty, people might bail quickly and prices might drop.
Okay. It also could be one of these things where if they win, and this is the year they do end up going to or potentially winning whatever that big game is in February. I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to jinx it. You could say you were there, right?
Well, I think a lot of Bills fans are selling their tickets for this game just because Pittsburgh travels so well.
Yeah.
And you're getting
you're not that far. What are you?
Sometimes $200-$400 a ticket.
Yeah.
Which covers your rest of your playoffs.
Yeah.
So if they're going to win, it's 4 hours to Pittsburgh from here.
Yeah.
From here, it's like 4.5. So Buffalo is
5.
only 3.
3?
Yeah,
3.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. I'm forgetting you come up through. Yeah. Little
Straight
geographically challenged
but
there.
there's enough Steelers fans here to fill that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would argue that maybe the Steelers are the second most popular team in Western New York behind the Bills.
Not Cleveland?
I don't think so. Cleveland's been so bad for so long.
Yeah, that's true.
I think all their fans have died out.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like, have you met a young Steelers fans besides, I only know of one. There's not many. But there's young Steelers fans. Like, Steelers are like generational. Like the Cowboys are generational. The Raiders, the Giants, and the Patriots because of the success.
They're my number 2. I still have a Steelers license plate.
What?
Yeah, my ex is from Pittsburgh.
Oh,
he had season tickets. Well, his family had season tickets, so.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Did I get you?
God
I've
bless
gone to many games.
Down in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you got to see a good run when they had Roethlisberger.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a great team. It's a great stadium. It's beautiful down there. Tailgating in Pittsburgh is very different than in Buffalo.
Because there's no parking around the stadium.
There's no parking, so it's really fancy tailgates. The people who, there's no table smashing. It is going to very nice tailgates. It's going to the restaurants right on the river.
It's on the island.
Yeah.
There's nothing around it to park.
Steel City's actually very sophisticated.
There's a casino right there, so sometimes we would go and drink at the casino.
We drove in from Sewickley in our Winnebago.
Well, what
Mercedes?
I don't even remember college tailgating being as wild as I didn't do a whole lot of that.
That team wasn't that good back then.
No, not Fisher.
Oh, Bills games?
No. College. My sister went to University of South Carolina.
Oh, the Gamecocks.
So, but their tailgating was not nearly what the Bills stuff as obnoxious. And then I know people like, Tennessee and Alabama.
Has Greg said anything about Penn State, how their tailgating is?
I think their tailgating is mostly, it's pretty, I'm going to say where he's hanging out is more mature. It's not the kids. You know what I mean?
But I'm sure he sees the overall.
I really do. I think the adults, when they go to the college game, they come. They come with, I thought I saw, and I don't know where, like it almost looked like the corporate tents of the PGA. I thought I saw a chandelier. Why? I don't know why that's hanging in my head somewhere.
That we could ask McCarthy Tents and Events and see.
Yeah,
if they,
well, I'm sure they have, but I'm talking. But this was at a college tailgating thing, and I thought somebody had a tent. They put up a chandelier.
That surprised me.
I believe it. Yeah.
Those highfalutin alumni.
Well, you could do all right. Some of these, I mean, that's some fun stuff. That's the thing that I think you miss out on.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing the wobble in the parking lot in Pittsburgh, okay?
No, nobody's lighting tables on fire and jumping through the table.
Peeing in a circle while you're spinning to see like how big you could get the circle. Oh, you've never seen this? Or the Canadians getting 4 buses together and playing hockey?
God, that sounds like fun.
And the parking
peeing in a circle, how wide you could, what's your radius?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Helicopter peeing, yeah.
I would have loved that. How did I never think of that?
They measure the distance.
Well, I did distance pee for sure, but I didn't do circle distance pee.
Yeah.
Oh, human sprinkler.
Yeah, the human sprinkler.
Stop halfway through and zip it back.
The Canadians would park their buses like in a square, like a rink, and play hockey. They pull out nets and play hockey in the parking lot.
Wow. Go back to the peeing. Where was this?
No, this was at Ralph.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You had a back.
Dance shoe.
Yeah. Anybody get hit?
No, I don't think so. I think
It's like Mustard Ron.
I think somebody showed up from the sheriff's department and shut it down.
Okay.
But yeah, these guys were like trying to pee in a circle simultaneously, mind you, to see like who could get the biggest circle. I mean, Bills fans are nuts.
I think he's got this confused with the video he watched on YouTube.
I watched it. It's one of those like, do I watch? I got to see this. I got to see.
Right.
Yeah, Pittsburgh also has, it's on the river, so people will tailgate on their boats.
I'm sorry for 1 second. Only men can turn going to the bathroom into a contest.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a man. It's like guys. There's a certain age. But even at my old age, I would just still want to participate in that.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
All right, nobody look. We'll judge when we're done.
Yeah.
Would you turn it around and bombs away it out and see how far you can blow it?
No, I wouldn't do anymore. I wouldn't do that anymore. I was young. I was high school. I didn't do that.
There's one video. I'm not making
I did
this
moon
up.
a lot in college, and I remember we had gone away on spring break to go, I think we went to Killington to ski. And my college roommate's mom, they had a house over on, what's the golf course right outside Fairport?
Eagleville?
Yeah, Eagleville. So they had a house on Eagleville, and I remember we came back, and we're all sitting down, and they're going through the pictures, and there's my ass pressed up against like a window. Somebody had taken, and then there's another one of my ass. Then there's one where I stole the camera. It's down my pants, and I remember his mom going, there it is again." Yeah. I still see her. I still see his mom.
When was the last time your ass was out?
Oh, it's been years.
I feel like you've mooned me in here.
No, I have never done such a thing. I have not. That I know. I know for a fact I haven't.
All right.
No, I haven't. I haven't done that.
All right.
Nope. But I was big. That was it. I matured a little bit. I went from.
I still want somebody to come press ham.
I know. Kevin, for you, hockey romance novels. I didn't know this was a thing. There's a real thing. You can look it up. So I'm thinking if there's hockey romance novels, I got to think that there's got to be other sports romance novels. But hockey romance novels, and one of the titles. Give me a title for a hockey romance novel.
Slap My Stick.
Wow. That was fast.
Yeah, that was quick.
That was fast. Oh, my God. That may win. The one that
riding the Zamboni.
The one I thought Pucked.
That's a National Lampoon's movie.
Pucking around, power play, behind the net.
In the slot.
What did you say? Slapping the stick?
Slap my stick.
Slap my stick. Okay.
In the slot back door.
Yeah.
We had to explain that to one of the moms a few years ago. She's like, thought we were being disgusting in the stands. Hit the back door. She's like, what are you talking about? She thought it was us being filthy as dads. And I said, no, that's the spot next to the net on the far side. She's like, oh, okay. Wide
open net. Slipping one past the goalie. Slap my stick. I think it's the
drive my Zamboni.
Thank you.
I can't. That's wow. That's a dangerous.
It sounds like those novels sound like something that'll be on Randy's Hallmark radar for Hallmark Channel.
Well, I don't know. I just saw this. I think
Power Play of Love.
Well, I think there are. I think the romance novel stuff is. I think you could make a lot of money if you write these things. Like, you don't need to be a bestseller, but let's say you sold a couple and it gets a little traction and people like reading that trash. I mean, look, we had a whole movies were made. What was it? 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Wasn't that off of Twilight fiction that this woman was writing? Yeah.
Is that what it was? I have no idea.
It was Twilight fan fiction. I never read Twilight, but I did
wait, 50 Shades of Grey was an offshoot of like Twilight?
No, yep. Twilight fan fiction.
Twilight fan fiction.
So I don't get it either, Danny. Don't.
So in other words, you take
Penthouse letters for moms.
So you take the characters.
Let the chick explain it because I don't.
Let the actual reader. So E.L. James or whoever it was that wrote 50 Shades of Grey, she imagined the two main characters as Bella and Jacob from Twilight. I never read Twilight. My sister read Twilight. But yeah, it was based off of that. And I've read other books based off of fan fiction. It's strange. But
did you read any of the 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, I read them all.
You read them all.
Horrible writing, but they're so easy. I watched the first movie and I was like, this is so cheesy. But yeah.
I remember what a big deal that was when we were talking about it on the
radio.
Oh, it got middle-aged women were having sex finally again. So
it was Penthouse letters from mom.
Yeah. Okay. No, the visuals of the books are hot, but it was just horrific writing.
Well, they had pictures in it?
No, just
scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff.
That's such a guy thing. That was great.
No, that's not a guy thing. That's a Dan thing.
Well, I was like, oh wait, there are pictures? Really?
Only in the ones in Silver Creek.
I read a fan fiction book this summer. It was called The Idea of You by Robin Lee, and it's about someone wrote a fan fiction book based off of Harry Styles. And it's about Harry Styles having like a romance with a mid-40-year-old woman. And it was a great book, actually. But that's just their inspiration.
Okay.
Fan fiction. It's not like it's...
Harry Styles made some things that I think he made things more mainstream. Guys painting their nails, that kind of thing, wearing weird clothes. But he's a very heterosexual guy.
Yeah.
But women of all ages seem to have a thing for Harry Styles. That true? No,
I don't find him attractive or.
Yeah, I don't know. If
I like how eclectic he is.
Yeah,
like,
I think there's something.
Intriguing.
She's more to the guy like from Gangnam Style,
huh?
She's more to that Chinese guy from Gangnam Style.
Well, wasn't he like? Didn't he have a relationship with Olivia Wilde when she was directing?
Yes.
Yeah, for like 2 years.
That movie.
Yes.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
That movie.
I can picture like "Don't Die, Darling" or something like that. I don't know.
There's a movie that came out based on the book too.
The Harry Styles book?
Yeah. And Anne Hathaway is the actress.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Do you remember the title? Is it out?
I could look it up.
The movie's out?
I think it was like a direct to Netflix.
Okay. Well, that's not a bad. A lot of people are doing that now.
Makes money.
Yeah, it does. That's it. That's all you want to do. All right, we'll take a moment. When we come back, Kevin's got a Billified or Bill shit. No, yes. Bullshit.
Your choice.
Bill shit, bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it true or false about you, or?
No. Okay. It's a game where he just throws it out there, and we have to say, is this real or fake?
This is Bill's. Okay.
Yeah, Bill shit or
you've played this before.
Billified or Bill shit.
All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. If you do find yourself in a little bit of trouble, though, I would recommend Circulaw.
Yes, they have a big office down on Monroe Avenue now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the letters from like Wegmans.
Yes, you can. That way, if
you're in trouble with Wegmans, right. Circulaw is just down the road.
if Danny's trying to not let you leave the store.
If asset protection gets in your face, call Circulaw just down the street.
Their foundation lies in the belief that everyone deserves a fair defense.
Absolutely.
Steve Cirque and his team tirelessly strive to ensure that their clients' rights are protected, and they leave no stone unturned building a robust case. So whether you're facing a DWI or accused of a crime you didn't knowingly commit, Circulaw will defend your rights and personal freedoms. They've litigated criminal cases of every scenario, from simple misdemeanors to the most serious felony offenses. And at Circulaw, they believe preparation is key, and make sure to thoroughly prepare for every possible scenario. So if you've been charged with a crime and need a defense attorney, one with integrity and experience both in and out of the courtroom, it is Circulaw. Reach them at 585-385-2510 or by email through their secure contact page at circulaw.com. Make sure your rights are protected with Circulaw.